youth are obviously our future, but they are also the energy. They assist with the production of a whole design. You can't design a climate park that isn't designed for and with and also by the youth. So how we proceed with it, and how I would always recommend anybody proceeds with that process, is to engage a cross-section that definitely includes the youth in interviews, in dialogue, right at the conceptual phase of design. So we don't design what we think the youth will need, or what kind of school we think they would like, or what we think they need. We co-author that with the youth. And that is a respectful way of engaging all of that beautiful energy, a worldview that when you're as old as me you can't quite inhabit anymore. And you just get this fresh perspective. It gives you something contemporary. And they're intimately engaged. So they're learning. And in some of the programs there's an opportunity also for youth, depending on the age, to earn while they learn. So that they can actually participate in practices, in planting programs, in all of these kinds of things. And they could be doing it as a learnership, a formal learnership within there. If you were teaching Earth Charter principles, there wouldn't be a better classroom than a climate park. And that you wouldn't have to wait for the conclusion of a climate park. You could engage them at concept, during the design development, through to the production of the working drawings, all the way through. So they saw their voice was fully heard, and it becomes an expression. And then they take ownership, because the climate parks are designed as a whole community response that's globally contextualized and locally respectful and appropriate and intelligent. And youth make up a huge portion of that community and should be participating. One thing that is critical about youth participation, and a true benefit from youth participation, and it answers the question about the evolution of a living document, an ethics-based document like the Earth Charter. What keeps it fresh and what keeps it real is these additional perspectives. And because it's so representative of all the principles, it doesn't need to be rewritten as a document, but it needs to be digested and metabolized by fresh perspectives, fresh ideals, and a fresh set of eyes and mind and heart all the time. And the youth provide that. They provide whole new ways of seeing our humanity. We're going through a rapid evolution of consciousness. Capacities in youth are coming earlier in terms of maturity, ability to cognite, levels of thinking, other lines of development as we evolve and express our humanity at a more rapid growth rate. And this is, I find, the most exciting dialogues with the youth. And they renew that document through their perspective. And then you don't have to go through this laborious process of rewriting such beautiful, complete documents. You just have a whole fresh view brought into it, and it's then given expression. So you adapt your educational processes based on needs and suggestions from the youth themselves, get them fully involved in that whole program. And I have huge success through that kind of combination. When the youth come there as well, it's not just practical or functional work that's going on. When we did it on the island in Mozambique, then there's time to be on the reefs. We're looking at reef recovery programs, planting of mangroves, protecting of the coastlines in Myanmar, in St. Lucia Wetlands Park in South Africa, on a particular island in Mozambique. And there the youth are in that water. There's a full environmental immersion. And all of their beautiful perspective, and they're sharing it on social media. All of these are mechanisms for promoting the Earth Charter and for getting it lived by a whole new generation.